Spyro was never just a purple dragon. He was personality, movement, color, and just pure fantasy energy. Hi, I'm Sevos, game artist and art director, and this is Master Cabin, where we explore and create worlds for games. And today, we're gonna talk about this beauty, this beautiful little character, Spyro the Dragon. If you grew up playing PlayStation 1, you surely have played Crash Bandicoot and Spyro the Dragon, very iconic platformers, both of them. And I was lucky enough to find this beauty and really wanted to share with you the artworks, the concepts that are inside, the colors and the characters that are full of personality, and hopefully we could learn some things from them and become better at our trade. If you're interested in exploring worlds of games and see actually how they are created, that's what we do here in the cabin, so drop a sub and come join the cabin. So without further ado, let's dive into this beautiful art book and see what we can learn today from the artists that reimagined this classic. Spyro the Dragon. Another classic, another amazing classic game. Let's dive into the artwork. Love how cute he is playing with his giant dragons. Haven't played the remastered, only played in PlayStation 1, the old games. Used to play it with my mother actually. Love these memories. Amazing. Now, if I'm not wrong again here, this might be the style of Rob Duenas, another amazing artist. That's one of my favorite artists as well. Again, I might be wrong, but reminds me a lot of his style. So I was playing Spyro Dragon with my mother and my brother in our PlayStation 1. Amazing memories. Look at this. Look at this splash art. This might be, yeah, this might be Nicolas Aviore again from Crash. Super cute character, super iconic as well. Kept him alive a lot of years. A lot of new kids as well might recognize him, and a lot of guys from my age, I'm from 1991, we will remember these designs. If you're a gamer from that era, from the 90s and early 2000s, you should remember Spyro the Dragon. Look at this nasty Gnorc design. Amazing. Love it. Love how it dresses up to be a scarecrow. Little sheep. Again. I mean, one thing that we've covered on Crash art as well is like the characters are just mwah. The characters are just perfection. The character concepts are one of my favorite things here. Let's see here. Love the different styles, the textures, love it. And now we proceed with the dragons. I've looked over this book once more, and the designs of these dragons, again, I'm just jealous. I can't provide, I haven't done such deep character development in my life. And when I see these things, look at these, man. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that cute little artist dragon. So much personality, so much work went into creating these dragons here. Another nice brute design. Look how sly he is and how powerful he seems and confident. That's amazing. Another brute design. Look how sleepy he looks. Another sly one. Fast and cunning. And I guess many of them, it's not like every dragon is designed by one artist, because I can see some differences in textures and artworks,
but overall they tie up well together. Again, Nicola Saviori. I guess his style seems too much distinct to me, or I have studied it a lot. Nice. Love that for some reason. Love here the talisman and the eyes here in the pouch. Love it. Look. I will stop saying look at this, just will stop to have some comments here on the talismans, on things that are in common, but they seem so magical. The stars on their wings, man. I mean, I get sleepy just by looking at this dude. Look, he has some sleep aid here, some some sleepers. It's amazing, amazing design. Again, those stars in the feathers. One, yeah, I have looked at it one before. Look at that amazing texture and all this dragon. I mean, it seems like the whole dragon is like inside a huge sock that he knitted himself. Amazing, just amazing. Another magical designs. Some enemies now. Some gnorks. Again, too much personality going into these cute little gnorks. Look at them concepts. Yes. Remember these guys, they kept stealing the eggs and you have to taste them with Spyro, which was too hard sometimes, but it was satisfying catching them. Love that. Love that design as well. Again, if you remember, tiny feet, huge shoulders and arms makes like a great contrast for character design. Love that hellhound, that demon dog. Cute characters here. Look at this farmer robot. Oh, page stuck. Look, I mean, all these little things are just, I mean, fillers for all the World of Spyro, but look how cute they are. Even the smallest, I mean, look how much character has like a background duck here. Oh, the chicken or the pigeon. It's amazing. Look at the rhinos, man. I guess they have some artwork from villains from each of the 3 games. So we see, I mean, going through all the 3 games, we see villains and friends of Spyro. Nice. Wonky. This is not wonky, but this is wonky. This is better. I mean, that's from what if you're an artist and you have played Blizzard games, you have seen that they do this stuff. I mean, they tend to distort and make things wonky and not just one like swear. This is more interesting and this is not as much interesting as the first one. See? Wonkiness. It's not like a straight roof, it's like wonky. And that technique is applied to everything, so they can have a consistent background and consistent art style. Sorry, that's not wonky, but just a concept. Love it. Love again the backgrounds here. Love them. Love the concepts. Nice. I mean, this seems to be like a comparison, a photobox of 3D and 2D, if I'm not wrong, but it might just be just sketches. In some cases, this seems to have a bit of 3D inside, They look amazing. Nice. Yeah, I remember those levels where you just flew around gathering gems. Amazing. That's an amazing view. Love all the magic. I mean, if you see, Spyro the Dragon has an overall magic ambient atmosphere which is visible everywhere you go, even here. I mean, it could look like a normal sunset, but look at that purple magic light on the lighthouse. Again, some steampunk stuff. Again, world redesigns for Spyro's second game. Look at this. I really love that stuff here. Did you catch that? I mean, it's a turkey, but it's only the bone. Amazing, one of my favorite combinations, yellow, purple and pink. Again, the same here, but in a snowy atmosphere, a snowy setting. Love the gates. What a nice castle here, eh? Love that tech farms. Gotta love this dragon ramp here. I mean, even if they redesigned exactly the same, the art and the world from the old Spyro games, they've done an amazing job. I mean, even recoloring and giving new textures and new designs. Look at that temple here, at that platform in the middle. It's really hard bringing an old game back to life, but if you have a team with talented artists, I guess it's possible. But the game was already iconic in its early stages, so I don't think with that team it was hard for them. Look at that Asian inspired as well setting, and this fairy tale, like it reminds me of Rapunzel. A nice valley of gems. Reminds me of Greece here. And Egypt and everything. Looking through history and the actual world itself is a great inspiration of every artwork. Thing that I don't do. I try to imagine for my brain, which doesn't work. Look at all these amazing settings, and look, the Spyro is like a director here. Doesn't want to be bothered with much. Really funny character. A really funny character. That's what you do. I mean, you get to try to put your main character into multiple funny scenarios and do some art with that character, doing some actions with other characters, so your game will feel more alive. Look at this, man. It's amazing. And those sealed dragons in the background.
What stands out here is how respectful the redesigns are. It's not like they reimagined it and they completely changed the characters and the feeling. They just refined it and brought it into modern world, so new kids can now appreciate and play Spyro the Dragon like we did back in the 90s, back in the 2000s. That was it for today. Thank you so much for being here in the cabin. Let me know which Spyro did you play first, or if you have played the Reignited Trilogy. I haven't. I might get it on Switch, but I have to finish first Crash Bandicoot 4. If you like what we do here, drop a subscribe, drop a comment, and see you on the next one. Bye bye.